What's up, brothers and sisters? It's your brother G World 7_D. Doing a quick video. I wasn't really going to do this video, but I said let me do this. I want to talk about. I sometimes listen to some of these other people on YouTube to hear what these Negroes are saying, you know. And there's a particular chick that insult the Black American community. Her name is the Bahamian girl, and when you listen to her, she has this great vitriol against Black Americans. You can tell. Aboriginal Black Americans. And when you listen to her, it disgusts me, some of the ignorant statements she made. She was taking a Candace Owens position, talking about we need to pull ourselves by our bootstraps, stop begging a white man, you didn't work in the cotton fields, you don't need reparation not gonna solve your problems. And then you listen to it, look at her comment section, it was a bunch of white people who was in agreement with her, Negro blacks, obviously a bunch of immigrants, and Asians. And it tells me that unfortunately you have a lot of these foreign blacks who really need to shut up when it comes to our history, and is showing their true colors. She mentioned some of the fact that how people say how she played this one black girl who said people say she act white, she talk white, and she listened to certain music, and she was an Oreo. Lots of times, a lot of black people will call you an Oreo. It's your mindset. All right, there's plenty of black people who listen to rock and roll. We created the damn music. She brought up talking about how black people listen to Dolly Parton, you call her sellout, and how her brother or cousin, whatever, went to UK and brought over the Pet Shop Boys, and how that's different music, different type of music. Let me tell you something. Pet Shop Boys were like R&B pop artists. They appeared on Soul Train back in the, I'll say 85, 86. They had a song called West End Girls. The Eurythmics, Culture Club, Duran Duran, all those British, John Royka back in the day, all those British artists, Freeze, who John Royka was from, all those British artists were doing nothing but black music. All right, if it was so-called dance, early form of that dance, hip-hop, whatever, R&B, soul, Wham / George Michael, all those, he's British. He was British. All those artists were doing black music, and many of those artists appeared on Soul Train. And black people did listen to those artists. What the hell that heifer was talking about? You see, if she knew anything, she knew that all those forms of music was created by black folks. Rock music was created by black folks. Has she ever heard of Little Richard, Chuck Berry, Ike Turner, Fats Domino, Rufus Thomas? That's the origin of rock, not a white face. But see, since she's of a immigrant background and I really have not studied our history, she's showing how ignorant she really is. There's various different types of artists who weren't black, who appeared on Soul Train. A lot of black people knew. One of them, another one, was Elton John, playing his piano on Soul Train. It's very different artists that appeared on Soul Train. But see, she claimed that she didn't know the Pet Shop Boys. I've been knew about the Pet Shop Boys. I mean, when they came out. I'm talking about, oh, that's different music. That music is nothing but black music, but it's pop R&B from Great Britain. That's what those white artists was doing over in Europe. They love R&B over there. And you see a lot of white artists doing R&B blues over there. That's what the Stones was based out of. That's what the Beatles was based out of. That's what the Who was based out of. Led Zeppelin was based out of. Or the Yardbirds before that. The Animals with Eddie Burton, he did 2 albums with War. Eddie Burton Declares War and Tobacco Road. All that stuff comes from black music here. Those are British artists doing black music. And she talking about, oh, that's different music. Oh, it's a diversity of music. That's an idiot, man. That tells you she has done no studying, nothing. And it tells you, I wish a lot of these foreign blacks stay out of our business, please. Don't speak on our issues. Don't say nothing. And this doesn't apply to all. There's some who know the deal. But a lot of these Negroes, man, you can tell this Negro, if she's a Negro, one of these Negro women, I think she's a, quote, journalist, she's an idiot. Like most of these Negro journalists on TV here in Chicago, most of them are no good. Most of them no good in this country. Because they go about reciting and pushing that racist white agenda that they read from the teleprompter. And when she said that, man, I actually listened to her video. That is an ignorant woman. And then she's against reparations. Of course, you're not going to get reparations. You're talking about our ancestors working in the cotton field. No, your ancestors didn't. My ancestors did. Yours didn't. How dare you? You latching yourself or tethering yourself unto my culture. My ancestors, my lineage, bloodline, culture. How dare you? And you going to say we don't deserve no... Shut up. But this is what is happening, man. If you are foreign black, I think you need to step back when it comes to trying to speak on reparations or not for us. But she had so many white people on her page bigging her up, and some Asians bigging her up. That tells me that she's just their pet Negro. And white folks like people like that. Like Negroes like that. She does not speak for our people, but this is another thing that you have a lot of these foreigners showing their ignorance to Aboriginal black American culture. If you're not of the lineage, shut up. Do not speak on our people's history. Please stop that. Like I said, there's some who do a good job and who done their research, but most haven't. Most of them sound very ignorant. And she's very ignorant. I had to say that. I actually looked at that. I said, this is extremely ignorant. Like I said, it's a bunch of these Negroes on here, mainly women of different lineages, speaking on black American culture, and unfortunately some of our people listen to them. And I want to say this to a lot of sisters. When you listen to people like I Am Alejo, all she does like to trash black American men and say that we're colorists, but she don't talk about all those men in Africa and those women over there bleaching their skin to gain attention of their damn man over in Africa. But yet she want to talk about black men here and talk about how in the Afrobeats videos you see dark-skinned women, we are represented. Shut up. Shut up. I grew up looking at Luther Vandross videos. Grew up looking at Cooling Gang videos. Grew up looking at Cameo. Well, not Cameo is a bad example, but Cooling Gang videos. Looking at Rick James videos, where you see dark-skinned black women, or black women of all shades. That represents the diversity of black women in this country. I think a lot of those little heifers are mad they don't see themselves, because Aboriginal black American women do look different from these other black women. We're not the same. I hate when people say we just... No, we're not. We're not the same. So I don't rock with that mess, man. I don't like what some of these people are saying, because they want to dump and put negative images on black people in America, particularly black men, but they want to sit there and praise their men, who many of them men don't want nothing to do with it. The first thing they come over here is chase after white women. Get the hell up out of here. Because I know, I remember being on college campus with them. All they did was chase after the lighter skinned black women. And most of them sisters didn't want their ass. I seen them. I experienced it. So please. So people like Alejo and this chick, this Bahamian gal, make me sick. Alright? Dumbali is another one. I do not like these individuals because they're hustling, and this African Dominican chick. These women are hustling black Americans. Wake up, brothers and sisters. Do not listen to these people. Peace and love.